Cause 3 Stacks to me is one of my favorite rappers. Like he's top 5 and for me.
And he don't gotta drop a solo. He don't gotta drop a solo. The only time I give you shit about 3 Stacks as being anywhere in top 5s is when you start putting them ahead of people that really got catalogs to where it's like, okay,
yeah,
right. They got solo catalogs and that shit is hard to do.
Yeah, but
go ahead,
hold up. Let me speak on that Drake, man. Like I definitely want to give him his flowers.
I gotta hit the can, man.
Okay, yeah, man. But I need to know, Von, do y'all agree, man? Like I was upset and I'm still kind of upset what Drake did to what I thought the music industry at the beginning of the first quarter of this year was, he dropped like at around about December time frame that he got an album coming soon. And it seemed like everybody got scared and like was on hold and nothing was dropping regularly or people was holding their music because, hey, Drake coming out. When is he coming? Like, and you don't want to be the only one that drop on the same week as Drake. Yeah. So, and I think like everybody was like holding back a little bit because it was a point where it wasn't really nothing too much mainstream coming out. Like,
obviously the Sky Zoo joint. Sky Zoo is like a true artist. Like I feel like I'm in New York in a bodega when he's rapping about stuff. I know what it looks like. Like we talked about on our last episode, like story on Story to Tell. Biggie, like painted a picture for you. He painted the picture of you being in a girl's room. Your Timbs are on the side, your jeans folded on top of your on top of your Timbs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He painted that picture for us, and I think that's what Sky Zoo does.
But that's why I want to see Jay. I want to see Jay coming back like that. I don't want an album Jay. Like, I don't need an album from Jay because Jay can't tarnish any legacy. He had nothing to prove. Right. I want to see him on like that. Like a guest appearance, boom, give a verse. Give a 16. That's it. But he puts the album out, like I don't really cop the albums no more from Jay. I always said that. Mm-hmm. He's one of my favorite rappers. But I don't need to hear it. You know what I'm saying? At this point, there's nothing that he can say that's gonna wow me. You know what I'm saying? But when I see him on a verse, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, with Nipsey, okay, I get that. You know what I'm saying? It feels more organic to me than trying to force me an album that I ain't gonna listen to anyway.
And that's why you love the J Electronica album, right?
Just enough.
Which one? They're talking about the first one? The first one he put out, or the second one he dropped that was better? The first one that was like J album.
The one, yeah.
That was
that what you wanted. You just said that's what you wanted.
Just enough.
You don't want it 11 times.
I want it 11 times, and I want it from J Elect's debut joint. And I'm like, yo, J Elect, you that guy. You been waiting for you for years. And you got songs with Hope. It's like a duet. It's like both of you guys is a group album. Hey, like now we don't need to hear that, man.
I've said the same exact things to Prez. Like you echoed exactly what I said verbatim. Like verbatim. So he's
y'all not gonna make me change my opinion about that album. I love that album. But I get what you're saying, and like you saying Jay-Z probably should go more of the Andre 3 Stacks type route. You know what I mean? Let people question, hey, do we have album still left in? But they're never questioning that you are great or like your skills has diminished, and that's something that you ain't gonna never get from that. And I think he's at that level, and I'm pretty sure he's there. Like I don't know what else he want to gain money wise when he drop another album, because it seems like it's bound to go down before it goes up even more. Even though like I think he probably could, but it's destined to go down before it goes up. So just stop while you're on top. And like all our crime songs, all our little coke rhymes and stuff, they always tell you in while
that's all he knows,
man. To light in your raps.
Look, they can't stop. You know what it is? It's not about money with Hov. Hov to me, it's about the limelight. It's like once you're a star, it's hard not to be a star. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to fall back. And like in anything, I don't care if you're a movie star. The hardest part is staying the star, right? Once you fall down, it's like, damn, it ain't the same. So Hov loved being Hov. You feel what I'm saying? Like he loves like, yo, That's why I think it is. That's why you go on tour. That's why you have like the On the Run 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be on tour. Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't need that, but it's the love of that limelight, I feel, that everybody likes, but I think he loves it. You know what I'm saying? So he might act like he don't, but he does. He does. I don't blame him.
The other thing is, like, you could get a like Nas with King's Disease. You can get a 444. The only person to me, like, as far as these older dudes that haven't really done it on a good level is M. Like, since it was time to really hang it up and give it back to these young dudes. Like, he's the only one that doesn't really resonate with the people that's doing it today. Like, unless they rapidy rap, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
The young cats are still calling Hov, still calling Nas for verses. You know what I mean? If they could even get them, you know what I mean? And then below that, they look up the Drakes and the Coles and the Kendricks and kind of so on and so forth. But yeah, man, it's best to hang it up. Like, I'm a Hov fan to the death. Like, if he gives me another album, I'm cool. But if he don't, I'm not looking for it. And a handful of other legends, you know what I mean? But it is what it is with that, man.
Cash, y'all mentioned the two unmentionables. Y'all call Lloyd Banks' album overrated, and now you back on this Eminem, bro. Y'all getting it in the comments.
Hey man, you know,
like, yo, I think M is dope. I think M always been dope, but he's like Cash said, as far as the rapidy rap, there's certain people that's gonna like Eminem, right? And then you got people that just love Eminem because who Eminem is and who he represents. To me, Eminem is Redman. You know what I mean? Just a different shade. You know what I mean? Redman is nice, just like Eminem is nice. You know what I'm saying? But M is such like a meteor. You know what I mean? Like, M is different. Like, M is like, yo, like if you see a white running back, what you gonna do? And he's nice, Christian McCaffrey. Like, you like, yo, this is crazy. Like that's his real life, right? You see a white DB, like, yo, he gotta be. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't see that. Yep. But M is just nice. You know what I'm saying? All nice. So he's gonna have his fans and he's gonna have his stands. But you know, it is what it is, though. Only certain rappers can stand the test of time. It's like high school. You know what I'm saying? You got 4 years and it's a rap. You better make a move. So not everybody can fall in that vein, but a lot of time less is more. So when you have like a Nas is like, to me, like the epitome of an artist. So when Nas is going to put stuff that I don't like, but he's going to do it because he's a true artist to me. Like Hov is like that too. Once your hair start getting crazy, you know, you start getting artisty. You know what I mean? Got the broccoli string going on. You like a little different out there. That's just natural, right? That's
why I say
so. Yeah. So you say what?
I was like, that's why I say don't fuck with KD on the court. That motherfucker don't even care about his hair, man. Like, look at him.
Yeah, he don't care about.
He ain't got time to brush his hair.
He don't care about his shape. He just care about putting that ball in that hoop. So let him go. Leave him alone. Yep. But that's what I'm saying about artists. Like, it's only a few that can do that. So you reach out to your Nas's, you reach out to your Hovs, and your 3 Stacks is a perfect example. Because 3 Stacks to me is one of my favorite rappers. Like, he's top 5 and for me.
And he don't gotta drop a solo. He don't gotta drop a solo. The only time I give you shit about 3 Stacks as being anywhere in top 5s is when you start putting them ahead of people that really got catalogs to where it's like, okay,
yeah, right.
They got solo catalogs and that shit is hard to do. Like, you gotta at least give these people that credit for holding it down for several.
And that's albums. The thing too. You totally right. I always say, when I look at like my top 5, I know I'm going a little bit off, but it's different because you might not have the catalog, but I know you nice. Like, I know what you do when you get on the track. Like, I just know, as far as putting that pen to pad, you was my top 5. But the catalog changes everything. Like, catalog, you gotta bring people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring like real quote unquote goats because they've been doing it for 20 years. Like, you can't compare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's very great area for it, but. Yeah, man, but back to that. So hopefully we don't get hit too hard in the comments about Banks or about M. Man. You know what I mean? I love both of them, man, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I fucks with you, Vaughn, because you done said in that little 5-minute rant everything I done said like over the 4 year. You went over the white running back who I say like they just paid Chris McCaffrey, they paid too early, and just because he's a white running back, and then like the same thing with most of these
he made
rappers and stuff like that when they come out.
When they come out here, do a whole 20-minute segment on that.
Oh, man,
but it's all facts, man. Like it's all stuff that is facts. Is what's going on in the world. But the thing is, people don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. It ain't nothing wrong with it. But I'm gonna call if I see it. I'm not gonna say I don't see it. We know what it is, man. Yeah. But
I mean, that's what it is with him. The reason, like, he has skill, but takes him over the edge because like that part of the world can resonate with him. Like, hey, that's my guy that I want to achieve. We do the same thing. If we was playing hockey right now, we'll find that one black hockey athlete and like, oh, he's the one that I am. Like, he's already doing it. You know what I mean? That's what would take you into it. Hey, Tiger nobody Woods. Cared about. Yeah, I'm about to say the same thing. I was like, nobody cared about golf until Tiger got out there. No, not in no hoods and nothing. You know what I mean? Nobody must watch tennis until Serena then was out there. Like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's what it is, but people scared to mention that. Yeah, that's the thing and once we accept that and know where it is, we'll go to other places. Like it'll progress more. People are afraid to say that stuff. Like, nah, just because you say that don't mean you racist. You saying what it is. like I think Royce da 5'9" was better than Eminem. And I said that back in Scary Movie in '96 when I first heard Royce rapping. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, who Eminem? But who was the dude rapping with Royce? I mean, rapping with M. He said, what's Royce da 5'9"? I said, oh, he's nice. I was like, Eminem's nice, but this is the dude I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? And Derek can tell you, I've been a Royce fan before he got that acclaim now. I've been rocking with Royce, like I said, 96, 95. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just what it is. We know M went to with Dre, and you know how it go. You know,
that's another verse that might be up there for verse of the year, the joint that he had on Ran album.
Yeah, that was dope. I like people didn't even catch it. Better, though.
Yeah. People didn't catch what he was saying because they just don't know what he's saying. Like, as far as just the names and flips, like they literally don't know what he's saying as far as history and what those folks are about. So it's not as easy to digest as what Rand said, which is like right in your face, but. It's like similar to a Sky Zoo. Like, you got to kind of peel back the layer and then be like, oh, shit. Yeah, he says some
that's
shit.
That's another dude that's creeping up my list, Sky. And we get into that when we talk about, the albums part. But
yeah, same. So who's some of the joints or EPs, verses, and all these categories that y'all left off who didn't make the list?
I can jump in real quick. I got Conway, the Llama King joint. That to me, that was dope. But see, the thing about Griselda, right? 2020 was just theirs. Like they had a lot of good projects in 2020. So I was still listening to that a lot. So when 2021, it was less products. Like the plugs I met too was decent, but I like the first one better. You know what I'm saying? But that Llama King joint was dope. I got Moneybag Yo, A Gangsta's Pain, yo. Listen. People that know me, people that know me real well think like, yo, he ain't gonna listen to Moneybag Yo joint, right? But I ain't gonna front. So like a couple weeks ago, I put it on, listening to it, and then I'm like, yo, he's saying something, like, because he's saying something when he's rapping, and his delivery is good. You know how to make good songs, so that's up there for me. And then two more I could think of top of my head. That Sky Zoo, All the Brilliant Things, man. Like Sky Zoo. Again, I love concept albums, and his voice is like an instrument. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you know Sky, like, he loves jazz, right? So he's like a trumpet when he's rapping. You know what I'm saying? And then if you go back, I heard something with Shock G said Biggie rhymed like a sax. You know what I'm saying, about how he flowed. And Biggie was being mentored by a jazz musician too. You know what I mean? He was younger. So I like to see how that fits in. And then I think probably the best album of the year, though, I'm not going to lie, is that Off Season by J.COLE, like LP. Like, that's crazy to me. Yeah. Like, I think that's my favorite album. I probably listen to that at least since it dropped 5 to 10 times a week. You know what I mean? That Amari track, like, it's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's up there for me too, man. He's so super relatable. The bars ain't over your head.
That's what it is.
You know what I mean? And sometimes less is more. You know what I mean? As far as not being overly complicated for the I guess a listener that has a good ear and also a casual. You know what I mean? You got to be able to line it up for everybody to catch the message, because at the end of the day, seems like that's what you're doing it for. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he found his pocket.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And then he just rapping
about that.
He just rapping on this one.
Man, like that part right there, Cash, is where I think that you're hitting on. It's like at a point, it's like everybody had this melodic flow and all this little things, and he was used to sing on a couple of his. He had in his little love bag on For Your Eyes, Only Folding Clothes, and all this, which he mentions in the rap over here. But it's him like saying, same way Jay did on DOA. This is the end of this right here. You can continue doing this, but we're gonna mark this the end. Get your ass back to rhyming. Like, this is what we're doing. Right. That's what this album like put a stamp on for me with J.COLE with the off season. So that's how I felt like when I heard that. I'm like, yo, he ain't really doing nothing else but like spitting bar, like and like coming at it. And he's like trying to put stuff that's gonna. And I think this is what's gonna be in his catalog. One of the ones that stand out the most to me. So that's where I felt about this J.COLE off season.
Yeah. So I had
go ahead.
But I had off season as well in the mix. As far as like LPs, I know we just talking about EPs. And also so you had that, you had obviously the Sky Zoo joint. Sky Zoo's like a true artist. Like, I feel like I'm in New York in a bodega when he's rapping about stuff. I know what it looks like you know, we talked about on our last episode, like story on Story to Tell. Biggie, like, you know, painted a picture for you. He painted the picture of you being in a girl's room, your Timbs are on the side, your jeans folded on top of your Timbs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He painted that picture for us, and I think that's what Sky Zoo does. And another one, man, I mean, he's not a rapper that everybody knows, man, but one of the best albums, you know, pound for pound for me is Abel Mary Barcode, man. I mean, he ain't as known as like some of these other dudes we talking about, but like his wordplay is in a different space, man. And his work ethic is crazy. He dropped the album last 10 months, and he's doing 6 more months. He's working on his June project. He just started his June project this week, and he sent me 5 songs already. You know what I'm saying? So, but Barcode, definitely my favorite joint.
Me neither. Like, literally, he was starting a same story you got there. Like, he was starting something a week and a half after we interviewed him, and it was like, yo, like, I don't know where you getting these words from, and it ain't bullshit. It ain't like some old random like thrown together words. Like, I don't know, he got a special gift, man. I can't work at that pace for sure.
Because they turn the faucet on.
Yeah.
They turn the faucet on, man. Remember, he said he started rapping later, like as far as like getting it out there, like really like, you know, performing and making albums. So he had that built up stuff. So once he hit that faucet, it's like, yo, it's on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just running. And then whenever he feels like closing that tap, he'll close the tap. But right now he don't feel like closing that tap.
Man.
You know what I mean?
I mean, he sent me 5, quality A1 bar songs in the last 3 days.
Yeah.
I could. I'm just like,
and even the stuff he trying that's new is like, even though it's like out of the, you know, the typical bar heavy stuff, like he's trying new things with new beats, and that for me is something that I welcome, like, because I can, like y'all said with the Lloyd Banks thing, it's only so long I can go on you rapping one way for a long amount of time. I need to hear different type of sounds or whatever, and when you could rap, like, you should be able to do that too on different type of sounds. You don't necessarily have to stick to your bread and butter, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes those are the songs that everybody resonates with a lot more than the ones that you think that I'm gonna just bar their head off. Like, that's cool, but I want to listen to some shit when I ride with my wife, dog, you know?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
But for me, who I left off,
that's funny.
I think who I left off. I thought it was too short to be called an EP, but damn it, if I ain't play it a lot, was that Scary Hours 3. Like, of course, it's Drake. You know, it's the boy, but I kept playing it, man. In particular, the joint where, you know, he allowed Little Baby to go to hell off, and that'll lead me to the whole Lil Baby is the guy right now. He's solidifying it because every time he get on these tracks with the guy that's supposed to be the guy of their era, whether it's Cole or Drake, he's spazzing. Like, and then he got the joint with Dirk. He got the joint with Dirk. Like that right there, I wanted to put that on one of my albums of the year because it's a long listen, but if you take the time to listen to what that dude's saying and you understand what he's saying, like he ain't no slouch on the mic.
Yeah, Lil Baby, one of my favorite rappers too. I'm not even gonna front. I've been saying Lil Baby since like last summer, even before his album dropped. And once I heard the album, like this album's really good. People ain't taking this kid serious. Like people were thinking like it's a gimmick or I'm like, nah, he can rap. And he just learning how to rap. You know what I'm saying? He's not like a rapper. Yeah. He's becoming a rapper. Like he's learning how to flow and figure stuff out. And you can kind of hear it. So when you see him on the Drake joint, like, oh, okay, he's in his pocket right now. He's getting it. Once he puts all the stuff together, yo, that kid's gonna be a problem. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I like him a lot.
Another cat that
yeah, but go ahead, hold up. Let me speak on that Drake, man. Like I definitely want to give him his flowers. I gotta hit the can, man. Okay, yeah, man. But I need to know, Von, do y'all agree, man? Like I was upset and I'm still kind of upset what Drake did to what I thought the music industry at the beginning of the first quarter of this year was, you know, he dropped like at around about December time frame that he got an album coming soon. And it seemed like everybody got scared and like was on hold and nothing was dropping regularly or people was holding their music because, hey, Drake coming out. When is he coming? Like, and you don't want to be the only one that drop on the same week as Drake. Yeah. So and I think like everybody was like holding back a little bit because it was a point where it wasn't really nothing too much mainstream coming out like for a minute, like those first couple months. And Cash want to say like it was because of the pandemic, they waiting for everything. I'm like, nah, man. Drake went out and threw out that signal and everybody like backed off for a minute. That would have seemed like because last year, January, February time frame, people was dropping, big names was dropping, like they still get it out. I mean, what we had Wayne, you had Eminem, you had it was just names like that, just constantly dropping that, but nobody did anything, and it took like this past couple months for everything to open back up.
Yeah, it's the fear of how music is now, where you don't have that label support like you used to, right? So you got, I feel like big guys like Drake, they kind of dictate the market. Like back in the day, like you said, when you had like Hove or M dropping or even Nelly dropping, they had machines behind them. So they really didn't care. Like all right, well, we're going to drop a fourth quarter regardless. We know what it is, right? Hove going to have the summer. Hove going to have fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? You can fight with them if you want, but now it's like these dudes are really scared of that. So like, yo, we shouldn't drop now. The hesitation because if Drake drops, you know, he gonna grab everything. But I don't know why you be afraid of that because music is different. You streaming everything now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's not like you're not getting money off of record sales, really.
Yeah, but Wade, that Scary Hours dropped, and I think that fanned off people even a little bit longer because like it was like, oh, he ain't gonna really drop, it's not gonna come out, and then he dropped that Scary Hours too. Like, damn it, if he do though, we shut down for the next like 3 weeks. We ain't get no song that's gonna get any traction.
You gotta make a business decision when you're dealing with that.
I don't appreciate him for that.
Well, I mean, he got the power, right? You know what I'm saying? And from Drake's view, he's probably like, yo, if you're nice, put it out. You know what I'm saying? But he know it don't work like that.
But yo, Von, if you like that that money bag, yo, I'm not sure how you feel about Young Dolph, but
oh yeah, Young Dolph. I like Young Dolph. My cousin's husband put me on him years ago. He was like, yo, who you listening to? He's younger than me. Like he's a young kid. At the time, he's like, Young Dolph. I'm like, all right, I know you're talking about. I'm like, yeah, he's cool. I like his style. I like he's independent. I like what he puts some songs out that I like. But yeah, I'm definitely rock with him. though. I haven't heard a project in a little while from him, but I like his vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Dumb and Dumber 2, the one he got with Key Glock. Put that on your list. Listen at it. It can be your gym mix, your anytime you need to get hype mix. That's it right there. That's the one for me.
Yeah, that one.
All right, no doubt. We'll do that.
And who else I forgot? I think that Prodigal Son joint with King James that I listened to, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like
that's hard too, man.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like, yo, what to expect from it. You know what I'm saying? Because he held his own on the weather report, like straight up and down, held his own on that. And then I was like, okay, let me hear him by himself. And I was like, okay, he got it as far as just like a super controlled flow. What was it? It was like that hip hop and Today, Tomorrow, and Yesterday. Those were the two joints on there where I was like, yeah, he talking, like you said, adult contemporary rap. Like it's stuff for all ages now, man. And you know, either you like it or you don't, or you can go to the young shit, but it's stuff for everybody, man. You know what I mean? So those are the ones that I left on the cutting room floor for me.
No doubt.
So here go a topic for y'all. I know y'all do topics in the podcast. Talk about like why rap don't really have the subgenres as like everything else, like rock. You know what I mean? You got the hard rock. You know, you got the heavy metal.
Yeah, we were just
they have the like rap is at that point where it deserves that. And like
you gotta break it up.
Yeah, we were just like we talked about this on like I don't know 2 out of the last 3 episodes. I feel like I think people it just hasn't been done yet. Like you can't put Young Thug with RJ Payne. Like you just can't do it. I don't know. I think someone has to step up, and I don't know if it's a Hove or is somebody with some type of clout. Like they need to step up and go to wherever it is that needs to, that can do the changes and take care of that. Otherwise, you're just gonna be in one box. And if you don't listen to rap, like it all sounds the same to you.
Yeah, I think it's not old enough yet. So I think it's not old enough to get that respect. And the people that need to be in those rooms don't see it that way. You feel what I'm saying? Like so it's like, you got contemporary rock and classic rock and stuff like that. Because rock been around for years. You know what I'm saying? So you have country too, broken up in subgenre. That's been around for years. Hip hop is fairly new, even though it makes the most money, But I mean, as far as like people buying and marketing products, but it's just so new. Once we get a little older and certain people get into those positions, I think that's where you'll see the subcategories pop in. It should be in our lifetime, but definitely in our kids' lifetime. You know what I'm saying? They'll see that, like when you see contemporary rap, and then, whatever it might be called, you know what I'm saying? You hear rap on when you're at the dentist, you know what I'm saying? You hear some rap playing in the background when you're getting a feeling, you know what I mean? Like we're not there yet. I think we will get there though.
But like I was telling Prez the other day, is like I like other genres, don't get me wrong, but like if I didn't, there's literally a pocket of rap for every single mood or every single mode you may go into, to where it absolutely deserves it. Like I should be able to like Young Thug and Nas and then go to Corday and then go to a Planet Asia. I should be able to do all those different type of things and like it at the same time, or all those different spaces have the proper respect in their spaces, because once it gets so convoluted with all these people, man, it's hard to decipher what's what to the casual listener, and they don't know what they're getting. Like I have a problem with calling a certain type of music hip hop, you know what I mean? So that's just me, man.
I hear you. Bro. But whatever it is, though, music
you saying they need a Jay-Z or something like that. Go ahead.
You need somebody higher up, even higher than him. You need even higher than him. I just think you just need more than Jay-Z's. You need a bunch of Jay-Z's. You know what I'm saying? You need a bunch of people in these rooms that can say that, we don't have that full representation for them to break it up like that. Because it starts with the awards, right? The awards shows got to do it. The Grammys have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Once the Grammys have, we have people in those rooms like, I believe like Knife One. The people are there trying, but they don't have that weight to change that. You know what I'm saying? So it got to be respected. And I think in time we'll get that. And then with hip hop, I think hip hop is what we live. Rap is the music, right? So the culture is hip hop, and we're all kind of involved in that culture. And I think what ends up happening is anything that's good for the hip hop culture, I'm with. So I don't care if you're one hit wonder. If it's good for it, we good. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice was put more people looking at hip hop. I don't care. Hammer did what he did. You know what I'm saying? All benefits us. And I think we need more of that. And that's what's going to get us those subcategories, Press. It's going to get that. It's going to happen. They have to. You know what I'm saying?
Let's end it on the Vanilla Ice note.
Hold on. I just gotta say one thing. I agree with everything you did. I agree with everything that you're saying. So for one thing like that, it's got to be the higher ups, man. So next time we get together or do something like this, let's go ahead and create those categories. And if it's coming from us and they catch on, stuff can catch root wherever it starts at. You know what I mean? So it may be with us, like just dividing the subgenres, and that may be where it goes from that point. So from this point forward, like when we actually do our annual review, we're gonna have it broken down in some categories a little bit more. And we may define it. You know what I mean? Because it's the culture is with us, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's how I feel. Like, so somebody, Jay-Z ain't got to do it because he's thinking 2 levels on. He's thinking about where his next payday gonna come from. But us, like, appreciating the music, we'll be the ones that decide that. Next time we link up, let's go ahead and do that.
No doubt. Yeah, I'm with that. We with that.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's definitely do that sometime in the near future or whatever. But yo, fellas, man, we appreciate your time. Von, Derek, thanks for coming on. Yo, y'all tap into the Great Minds podcast each and every week. Let the people know when y'all drop and where they can find y'all.
We drop on Fridays. We are on Instagram at the Great Minds Podcast and on Twitter at the Great Minds P1. Just a variety of topics, music, everything, pop culture. Anything that's popping, I'm talking about. Mm-hmm.
All right, Prez, take us on out.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, no doubt, man. Anytime, man. Anytime. Hey, Prez, take us on out, man.
Yeah, man. So if y'all been here for a while, you see the network kind of growing. Glad that we get to link up with these different podcasts and get to, unify a little bit and spread out. Get our name and their names out there a little bit more because dope people doing dope shit deserve the respect. So just appreciate y'all, everything y'all did. And with that,
salute,
Cash,
bro.
you got anything to say? I'm out.
Oh nah, man. That's it. I think you nailed it, man. You nailed it, man. You can catch us every Tuesday. Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast. Pretty much everywhere there is a podcast, we are. And definitely subscribe to our YouTube. Get our numbers up there, man. So and share it. That's the easiest thing you could do. We ain't asking for no money. We just asking for you to share the good word.
Yep.
No doubt.
All right, peace, fellas.
All right. Out.
Peace.
Appreciate it.